living in Cardiff for all these years. There I've been in the middle of a Welsh environment, and I find myself happy here to make the work, so I guess it has some sort of effect, but not in a direct way. I don't comment on the Welsh culture or anything like this. It's just part of my everyday life. If I go to Venice and do the... Yeah, I mean, I was quite honored to be selected by the Welsh for representing the country. I'm happy to be working here.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Sometimes the experimenter, taking the best of popular culture and cutting-edge science, discovers unexplored possibilities. SmartBot is a depressed robot. Moving on a table, it blinks and swears in French or in English every time it bumps into an edge. After several collisions, SmartBot stops moving and cries for a little while. Then it resumes its aimless exploration.
I'm working with the rabbit. In Swansea, it kept on breaking down, like as always. But now I just completely redesigned the inside of the rabbit, so that's it. After a few years, just learn and you make things. Before it used to have a BBC microcomputer plugged in, and now it's all everything's on the board here. It's matured. It's become a professional rabbit now. But yeah, right now I'm building this one on the table that's going my new performance sidekick. It's going to be shown for the first time. The walking robot, you know, and you can see this one. I mean, it's quite advanced, but it's really so clumsy. It doesn't have much balance. It goes like this. With the humans, it just takes a couple of hours to learn it and make the move, and they have little ideas to make it better, and they adjust to each other. As the robot, every single move has to be programmed, tested, and then if it's wrongly programmed, it's going to fall over. We made about 100 birds, all in all, over the years. 6 robots, I made 3 boxes full of robots there. Mostly I work with low voltages, so it's not so bad. Only, I don't know, since I've been working in the studio, I think only had 2 electric shocks. And nothing bad, but yeah, proper. Like if you put your finger in the plug, but only for a split second. It wakes people up, you know. So the most exciting part is probably getting a new idea. And about simple ideas. So. Yeah. No, I had a few ideas, yeah, which are just a bit too... I wanted to make automated JCBs or bulldozers, you know. like remote control one, have a fight in a big arena. I mean, the more I make it, the more I just like, I'm happy if I can keep making it and show it a little bit. I don't have a big goal. Just happy to keep thinking, and I'm always happy to show the work, but I don't have a big plan for it. No. I don't have a political agenda so much as I just find myself sometimes a bit limited in the world of art and show the work in galleries. But on the other hand, I've never managed to break out of that, so I'm a bit limited myself, I guess. I do what I can, and I'm quite happy trying to push myself, but I'm not sure how far I'll go. I call a cybernetic version of a moment spent in the woods. So it was interesting because it was when there was a foot and mouth disease in the UK, like all sorts of cattle was being exterminated. Once again, it was like a poor simulation of a real forest, but at the same time it sort of worked, so it was this how far we prepared to let the artificial take place of the real or of the natural. Well, I just keep myself pretty well informed about the progress of robotics technology and through the toy industry. It interests me what you can get there. And I often try components. So I say order a new sensor and I work on it and maybe it's going to give me an idea to do something with it. So it's all a bit like generally keeping in touch with what's happening in the world of machines, and also see little histories, little stories about how people deal with technology. Like I quite like stories, say, for people who trust their satellite navigation system so much that they end up driving their car in a pond or this sort of ideas. So I quite like this sort of stories. It's like how we relate to technology and how it's changing us. And the robotic head goes.
How magical is the window? How interesting. Voulez-vous coucher avec ce soir?
And the robot guide will guide me through this environment. A nice way, it's like the idea is to use the mask. You can program it to take over some of your basic functions. Like, so basically you program it to do what you want to do. And while it's hiding activity that you keep private, and you save time. You program the robot to do the boring task, and you just save your mental activity to do something else. We are not the robots. But yeah, I like to sing also, like very basic. I don't sing well, but I just like to express myself this way.
Clarisse, ça m'arrache la gueule. Clarisse, ça m'arrache le bec. Clarisse, ça m'arrache le foie.
I talk to the audience, I explain what I'm doing, I introduce the songs, I sing things that people can understand. It can be a bit disturbing, yeah. A little bit, not very much. These little machines on the table, what they do here, they are actually an analog drum machine, my bass drum and my snare. And with these two instruments, we are going to go to techno further. So you can stop here. It has changed a lot. I mean a lot. It's been evolved. I made it, I think, 92, the first version. So the mine now has got proper microphones. But this is the original neck and body. Like Z Productions. So Z, I had this Z letter. Z Productions is my brand name, my company, which makes billions. So I have Z letters. I used to have like a filing cabinet. And Z Lab came after. That's Z Lab here. Z Lab is the research center of Z Productions. Z Productions is the company as a whole. Okay. Before coming to Cardiff, I was doing mostly videos, like short films. Semi-fictional thing. The subject of the film was more and more about machines. Like some machines were fantasy machines and some others were actually working. I like to do painting and drawing myself. I enjoy. So when I'm teaching, I have to do 2 days in university, so generally these days I don't come here. But apart from this, I spend up to three days a week here. Well, I do clubs quite often, but I mean, it's often clubs which are, so quite often you go to a festival, an art festival, performance festival, or electronic art festival, and on one of the nights or in the evenings, there's gonna be club night, which is related to the festival. So somehow it's still part of the art world, but it's like where artists go to a little break, Yeah, I mean, not on my stuff, I don't think, it's not really danceable, but after me there is a couple of DJs. So I got, I don't know, probably about 12 songs. I make the music. I work with a laptop computer that displays visuals. Some of them I can control with a foot pedal, so I can synchronize the display with the music.
Perform, sing, do the music and VJ all at the same time?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, very...
plus the robots, of course.
Okay. Right. So now Mofo is going to stand. Yes. And to sit again. Yes. Okay. Good, Mofo. Okay. And now he's going to dance the disco with me.
Oh,
That's it for today. Thank you for your attention. That's it for today.